And guys, that brings us to our next segment, what I like to call this week, Scene Stealers, as in Ben Stiller. Say, hey, see what I did there?
Oh,
Scene Stealers. Yeah, I'm not all over the place. I'm in the place to be. So with that being said, guys.
All right, wait. Who is
let's
on
do a
the
recap.
Who is on the board already?
You know who's on the board. Cameron, I swallowed your Diaz.
Four times.
4 times means something. So I'm going to actually go first this week.
Wait, do you have any honorable mentions?
I do have an honorable mention.
Okay, because I have.
You only get one because you sent me show notes before this, and it says 1 honorable mention and 1 person. So if you want to stick to that, I'm looking at your screen. There's way more than that.
Yeah, I have 2 honorable mentions.
Jesus Christ! All right, I'll go first, and then I'll let you rumble on, young man, as you will. So my scenes. One of my honorable mentions was, and this is one of those times to where the script didn't dictate to allow this person, but again. I think you know where I'm going with this. From the era that we grew up in, we always play homage and we play honorable mention to those who've always entertained us and can still entertain us no matter what age they've been in. To me, it was Nick Nolte as an honorable mention.
All right, so my 2 honorable mentions, I have 2 honorable mentions and a shout out. Okay,
so you're bringing them
new.
You're all over the place.
My first honorable mention is Tom Cruise, of course, because he was amazing. In everything that he's in, he kills it. And especially this was like, I've never seen Tom Cruise like this before. And here he goes killing it. Other honorable mention is Matthew McConaughey. Just because again, for that time.
He's in a meeting, in 2 seconds with the pecker.
Yeah.
He was a true friend and agent. If you're
Juggernaut,
almost as like if you.
Hey, Juggernaut, it's the Pecker. He calls himself the Pecker. Not to mention, he is like I say right here, the most loyal and awesome agent ever to exist,
brother.
But not only that in itself, but I believe that Matthew McConaughey is that kind of person when you're like in his circle. I believe that Matthew McConaughey himself would come through the jungle and throw a TiVo at a rocket missile to stop you from getting blown up.
I 100. That's the type of person he is. Hold on 1 second, bro, because I want you to understand. Like we tell people.
Pecker.
What does this say right here? Please read this line.
Agent of the year, the Pecker.
So we're on the same page. So okay, all right. So here's the thing.
Before we get to the actual scene stealer, my shout out is not to an actor, but to a body.
Who?
Ben Stiller's body.
Cut up like Rambo 2? Not Rambo 1.
Dude, he's a comedian. There's no reason for him
so as Carrot
to
Top.
Have
you seen Carrot Top?
No, that's ridiculous. That's on the, like, Ben Stiller could be on GQ and it'd be like, oh, okay. It's just it was a gorgeous specimen for a comedian. It was like this is Fokker. I never knew he was working with. You see him, he looks like he has a body because he always plays these characters where he has no self-esteem. How are you playing a character with no self-esteem when you look like that when you take your shirt off?
Dude, he did 9 scorchers. He was ready. He could do it at any time, man. That's all I can say. He did 9 scorchers, man. All right, so I have one shout out, Lincoln Osiris.
What?
Lincoln Osiris, yes.
Okay, so they're
no. Hear me out.
Okay.
My shout out was to Kurt Lazarus' portrayal of Lincoln Osiris. That's my shout out.
Okay.
Because what Kurt Lazarus did with that role, it was very in the time that he lived in, it was very risque. It was very it just makes you feel like he's a severe method actor. But for me to say that was my shout out, I have to give my scene stealer to Robert Downey Jr. and his portrayal of Kurt Lazarus and his portrayal of Lincoln Osiris. And the reason why I say that is this: we talked about it when we started with this film of controversy. You have to understand, so many people from Asians to Caucasians, that's weird, it's not really, that's Italian, have done what they consider to be called blackface. Right. And rightfully so. It's f***ed up, and it's a portrayal of when you truly only show black people in an ignorant slave mentality, almost like how they gave Denzel. Denzel did brilliant performances way before Training Day, yet when he started saying my nigga, and he's a corrupt drug lieutenant, and you know what I'm saying, like that, that's when he gets the Oscar because of the Academy, and again, not the Umbrella Academy, but they definitely raining on pissing on people. With that being said, the reason why I give it to him, because this is not blackface. This is a word that's not been used. He portrayed a black character that was brave, that the machine can't break down. Hey man, we lost. Like, you don't understand what he did. He portrayed every good persona. Like, how many times has a black person said, man, if we was in this movie, that's what I would have. And he motherfucker say, hey, man, we lost. Not only we lost, that's what a white person would have said. Man, we lost. We super lost. Okay, now if you don't get this shit, I'm telling you, not only there's a difference between lost and super lost. That means, nigga, we can't even get back to base camp. We are gone. Yeah. So my point is, it was almost like the fact that he did it, and it wasn't your normal. Yeah. When Gene Wilder in Hear No Evil, See No Evil, I brought this up to you. He had the black face. He go, bah, bah, bah. Like, I've seen people try to do, and that is blackface. This was not blackface. But yeah, Robert Downey Jr., sir, I'm here to set the record straight. All these millennials, you did not do blackface. What you did was, you're the only person. Like I said, I know I replaced you earlier. There's no one that could replace the role that you did, and I want to hear to say that I'm taking up for the black community, and I'm telling you this, that it's not an N-word pass, it's not any pass. You didn't do blackface.
As a white man,
you're white. Plain biscuit, y'all.
I 100% agree. Robert Downey Jr. is my scene stealer for the movie. He makes the movie funny even when there's not a joke being told. He makes it entertaining. Every single scene he is in, even the scenes where he isn't actually delivering dialogue, if you always watch him in the background, he is never breaking character. Not only does he not break character, but he is like 100% dove completely into this character. And it is just insane, because what makes it insane to watch is that he's playing an actor that is method. He's method himself. So you know that he was not breaking character just like he was in the film. Even though I see his name on the cover. And
you don't see him.
Yeah.
And what do we always talk about? Even from season 1, we said the true nature of what the best actors are. When you're the best, I don't see you.
I will go into that movie because, like, I want to see Robert Downey Jr. And 30 seconds into watching the character, I have forgotten that it's Robert Downey Jr.
When I saw Ali, I didn't see Will Smith. When I saw Blade, I did not see Wesley Snipes. When I saw, help me out, and I'm missing some people here that really took me to that next level. Then I'm like, I don't see you anymore.
Even when he's playing the Vietnamese guy, he falls right into that. Like, he will not break character.
Oh, here we go.
That.
I didn't think we were going to bring this up.
I'm a lead farmer, motherfucker. And the fact that Robert Downey Jr. in the same year was able to do Tony Stark and Kirk Lazarus, Osiris.
It's an testament to who he is. And don't forget, he also did Charlie Chaplin. Talk about a fucking resume. You want to go back, kids?
This is an easy one. So
yeah, it really was.
Robert Downey Jr.
Hey, you and Cameron Diaz. Who said you guys would never get together? Hey!
All right. Who was your favorite actor or actress? There wasn't really any actresses in this. But this was
what the f*** wrong with you? You're so you're so misogynistic. There were no actresses in this.
No, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying there's no vagina.
Only reason why I'm saying that is I'm going through the whole movie and I'm trying to think, was there one single female in this movie?
Is there? I mean, you got Christine Taylor.
No, I'm talking about like that played
playing
her mom. Yeah. But I'm talking about like that had a consistent role.
No, this was a sausage fest.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite actor or actress or artist in Tropic Thunder? Let us know in the comment.
Why don't you subscribe? It'll last longer.